Five young English musicians known collectively as Duran Duran, and not all five of them aren't here, but I'll tell you in a moment who is here. They took their name from a character in the 1960s movie Barbarella. You remember that with Jane Fonda. Duran Duran's music has topped the music charts around the world, and they have amassed hysterical fans everywhere they go. This Saturday, the group will be on Saturday Night Live. No doubt they will perform their hit single, Hungry Like the Wolf. We are happy to welcome Simon Le Bon.
Good evening.
The vocalist, Nick Rhodes, who plays the keyboards.
Hello.
And all through this stuff that I've been reading about you, they keep referring to you as the biggest hit since the Beatles. What does that make you feel like you must succeed? What's it like to be compared to the Beatles?
It makes us feel like we ought to.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we've been a bit overshadowed by Randy Andy at the moment, so, you know.
Oh, well, listen.
We'll have to see if we can make a bit of noise ourselves.
You probably do a pretty good job of that. Well, Nick, what's the matter?
Well, I was just going to tell you what it had stemmed from, really.
Okay.
It's basically in England at the moment. What happened was that we started playing a lot of live dates, and the first two albums were very successful there, and we got an immense teenage following in England, and then from there it seems to have escalated, and it's finally made it across the Atlantic. And when we arrived at the airport the other day in New York, there was loads of fans there, which was really nice. And
I bet it was. Did any cynical thing come out and you said, I wonder who hired these people to be here? Or, I mean, did it stun you? I mean, or did you know that it was genuine? I mean, I guess maybe I'm a little bit of a cynic. I would say, because it'd be too good to be true.
No, it's pretty stunning. I don't know, you don't tend to sort of, you don't want to think that anybody's hired them or anything like that. No, we know them quite well. We paid them ourselves.
If I were to ask you some of the bizarre fan reactions that you have, they would, I'm sure, cover things that made you smile, things that frightened you.
If anybody wants to see what kind of bizarre reactions there are, you can actually see that. We're going to be at the Video Shack on Saturday. Got that one in, didn't I?
Boy, you know, they said, hey, these guys have only been around for a few seconds. You've been around long enough to learn the politics of promoting yourself. That's fine.
Yeah.
Where'd you say you were going to be?
At the Video Shack.
Oh.
In Times Square.
But do tell me about some of the fan reactions. Japan was pretty...
Japan is absolutely hair-raising. I mean, you get followed around by about 15 taxis wherever you go. And they sort of leave messages underneath your doors, climb up the drain pipes, appear out of the wardrobes, under the carpet, you know.
When you come into your hotel room, you have people already in your room. I see, I would be excited to a certain extent, but I think after a while it would either annoy me or it would frighten me, one of the two.
No, I think the major thing is that you have to keep a certain perspective and allow yourself to relax. Not get wound up by everything that goes on, because if you took everything incredibly seriously, you'd probably have heart failure. I mean, we're so busy all the time nowadays that you really do have to sit back and...
Well, Nick, how does this compare to maybe 3 years ago with you? What was happening in your life at that point?
Well, we were just planning for this to happen then, really, I think. It's happened real fast for us, I guess, compared to some bands that, you know, it takes sort of 5-6 years. We did it in 2 years to where we've got to now, but we've still got a long way to go.
Yeah, definitely.
Are you ever concerned that when it takes that short a time that you might not be totally prepared for everything? And I mean, I include the business aspect of it, the counting of dollars aspect.
I don't think you really think about it at all. I mean, we've just worked, and for us, we've got a big ambition up there, and the further we get, the further away that ambition comes, and everything that happens that comes from the side, you don't really notice because you're so intent on reaching that goal. And as long as you've got a focus, as long as you've got a sense of perspective as well, you're able to kind of survive.
We have something here in cable television called MTV, which is a station that plays all musical groups. Have they been real important to your career?
Incredibly important, yeah. I mean, the fact was there was a great resistance against new English music when Duran Duran first came over to America 2 years ago, because we've toured the country 3 times now. We've released 2 albums which have been very successful in most other places in the world apart from America. And I think that's partly to do with distance and partly to do with the fact that we just couldn't get through to people. We couldn't get exposed on radio and television. But fortunately MTV picked up on our videos, which we've done sort of all over the world and things. They're not just ordinary studio videos. And that helped us greatly. It got through to a lot of people, and they saw what we were about and heard the songs, which has been our major problem, really, just communication.
Yeah. We've got songs coming out of our ears at the moment, haven't we?
That you've written yourself?
Oh,
look,
yes.
it's coming right out of that left ear.
It is, isn't
no,
it?
No, that's
well, it goes in that ear and it comes out of that ear.
That's being presented to you, or that you've written yourself?
No, we know that we've written ourselves. I mean, because of the time difference between England and America. And I don't mean the 5 hours between London and New York.
You mean
but
career
the sort
time
of the career time difference. We've actually got sort of quite a backlog of material that we're now trying to sort of get you guys into.
Well,
in fact, the next one, and I'm going to do it again.
The next one?
The next one.
But it's your last. We're getting off the air after this.
Okay, the next one is a song called Rio. It was released today, actually. If you haven't heard it and you haven't seen the video, get it because it's real special.
All right. We thank you both for coming by. We wish you the best this time around. I'm sure the crowds are there and you're playing little bigger places and everything's just wonderful for you. And just keep on doing well. We'll be rooting for you.
Thank you very much.
All right. Jack?
All right.
Well, group?